Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chess Media channel. My name is Tony and today we will be flying the Boeing 737-800 BBJ2 from New York, KJFK. So for today's flight we're going to be flying with the help of FS2 crew and the Microsoft flight simulator provided ATC. I hope it's gonna work just fine because I just reinstalled Windows again on my computer. Then the speech recognition might not work as well as it should, which is too bad for us. Anyways, with that being said, let's jump into the cockpit and start setting up for our flight. So it's an early morning here in KJFK, about 4:34 a.m. We're flying real time. We're flying on real time weather and real time time. Okay, so let me just configure my FS2 code here very quick. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Alright. Yeah. We should connect the
Ground Chase 1 Heavy, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Yeah, please connect the jetway.
Chase 1 Heavy, the jetway is going to be connected.
Alright, so first of all, battery, emergency power and ground power. Let's light it up. Okay, let's set the parking brakes. Parking brakes are set, and I would like to change the accent of my Australian friend here. I would love him to be okay. Okay. I wonder what was my setting before that. Alright, never mind. We will see how easy that turns out to be. Okay, so the aircraft is starting initializing here. So what we are gonna do here is we are gonna go to the FMC and request the fuel truck. Alright, and let's open our flight plan to start setting up the FMC. And this is gonna be our flight plan for today. Alright, so we are gonna be needing fuel of 9 tons. That will be enough. No, 9.5 tons of fuel. That will be great. And about the weights for today, so we have 37 passengers on board. We have payload of 2050 on each side. Alright, total fuel weight will be 53.6. Let's start fueling up our aircraft. And as we heard, the first officer just turned on the IRSs. Alright. So we're gonna continue to the position. We're gonna enter our last known position. And as for the origin, we complete KJFK, so it's gonna Kilo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Kilo. And we're gonna uplink our route, so this is gonna be our
I'm out for the walk
today.
around.
Alright. So it was not the accent that we had used before. So we have Stefan. Okay, maybe it was Stefan with us all those days and streams. Okay. So the route is loading in. The route data uplink. Alright, activate. And another glance at our weights. So it's 53.6 here for the zero fuel weight. So 53.6 for zero fuel weight. As for the reserves, we're gonna need let's see, we're gonna need 1.8 for the reserves. The cost index for today's flight is gonna be 32, and the flight level for today's flight is gonna be 330, pretty high, I would say, for this kind of flight. Okay, so the cruise wind will be at 334 at 33 knots, and the average temperature will be minus 43. All right, execute. No, it's a Batman is not required. And for the takeoff, we're gonna use flaps 5. CG will be 22.4 with a trim of 4.59. All right. We're gonna climb and maintain 11,000 feet. We already squawked the code apparently. Let's see. Yeah, we did squawk the code. All right. As we can see, the IRS is lined up. Not to set our altimeters. Check that all the lights are working. Check that IRS lights are working as well. Everything is looking great. Alright, let's test the configuration set horn. All are working just fine. Oxygen test at 100%.
Hi,
Very
the
good.
security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. Again, let's just check it. 104 left. It's gonna be for our departure. And as for our flight plan, she did change it to 4 left. So let's select here 4 left, and we will be flying direct to Greeky. So we'll be using a vectors procedure. Okay, Greeky, then Ken, then direct to the ILS 33 approach. We'll just select it right now. Plant fuel will be 9.5 tons, and those gonna be our takeoff speeds. Okay, so for V6, V2, we're gonna be setting here 146. And let's load some charts onto our iPad here. Let's unload this previous flight from before and import from SimBrief another flight here. Yeah, all right, so this is KJFK. We're gonna be taking off on runway 4 left, so I'm gonna set the course to 044 here, and for the other side as well. Okay, as for the heading, we're gonna select also for the runway heading as well, 044. Nice. Okay, very good. Let's go on to the radios and select to the first officer radios. We're gonna select it to the 80s, which is 128.725. So 128.725 over here. As for the nav radios, we're gonna set it to the frequency of the runway we're about to take off from. So it's gonna be 110.9 on two sides. Let's switch those. Alright, let's see that we can hear the frequency just fine.
Enemy airport information.
Very good. We can hear the 80s frequency just fine. So KJFK, we're gonna pin this chart if we're gonna need it. If we're gonna need to return to this airport, we will have this chart available for us. Alright, so at our arrival airport, which is Burlington, alright, we're gonna be expecting an ILS 33 approach. Okay, so we're gonna set the 80s for our arrival approach to 123.8. Okay, so it's gonna be ready for us, and the localizer frequency is gonna be 110.30. So I'm going to select it on both sides. Okay, now the radios are set.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Yeah, so it was Stefan who does all the time here. Okay. I think we can switch over to the APU. Okay, let's switch on the APU and disconnect from the fuel crack. We don't need them anymore. And also let's prepare our briefing for our flight. Alright, so we are at the gate, pushback is required, noise abatement is not required. This is going to be our first flight of the day.
Pull up.
Down on
Wind shear.
threads,
Wind shear.
thrust
Wind
going to
shear.
be
Terrain.
rated.
Terrain. Pull up.
It's on, we are underweight.
Sink
And
rate.
procedure via vectors.
Pull up.
APU is not required.
Terrain.
Alright, so
Pull up.
we're gonna wait for him to finish
Don't
with this
sink.
procedure
Don't
here,
sink.
and we're gonna
Too
run
low.
the
Terrain.
checklist.
Too low. Gear.
So the APU will be available
low.
just any moment
Flaps.
now. As you can see,
Too low.
it is
Terrain.
available right now.
Glide slope.
Therefore, we
Bank
can
angle,
release
bank
the
angle.
Approaching
ground power.
minimums.
So
Minimums.
releasing the ground power.
2,500. 1,000. 500. 400.
Let's also request the
300. 200.
now we can
100.
disconnect the alright.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, so we're about to take off on runway 4 left, right?
Wind shear.
So we'll
Wind
be
shear.
expecting
Wind shear.
probably
Too low. Terrain.
hotel. Are we gonna be expecting hotel Bravo Kilo and all the way to Kilo 1 or Kilo 2? Alright. Flight directors on, auto throttle is armed, VNAV and heading are armed as well, so if you're gonna need them, they are just
Hi,
ready for
here's the
us.
fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
Very well, let's run the brief.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust. Planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle. Observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake. Advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above, flaps up, maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via ATC vectors. No noise abatement procedures required. VNAV is armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Alright, we can continue with our departure. Okay, let's speed up through this process just a bit.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today.
Alright, let's request a taxi.
Direct your attention to the cabin crew for port safety information. There is an instruction card.
We got a door light here.
Ground Chase 1 Heavy with Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
Aircraft.
Chase 1 Heavy Taxi 2 and hold short of runway for left via Taxiway Hotel Bravo Alpha Kilo, cross runway tree 1 left Kilo, Kilo 1. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
Tight by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway for left via Taxiway Hotel Bravo Alpha Kilo cross runway tree 1 left Kilo Kilo 1 Chase 1 Heavy.
Exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will
Okay,
illuminate the
so
aisle.
we have our
The
taxi
cabin is
clearance.
pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band
So
around
we're going to
your head
connect it to the
and tighten
WhatsApp
by
network
pulling on the
anyways,
mask. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your
but I
seat
don't
bottom
see
cushion may
any
be
vaccine
positioned
traffic
slightly.
around
Pull up
us
and remove the cushion.
for
Upon
some
exiting
reason.
the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold
Let's
on to
see.
the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat.
Okay, so we're currently all alone here. No Valenta or Watson traffic here in JFK. I'm gonna tune my other frequency to Unicom. Okay, that was me. I was just testing my push to talk button in VATSIM. Alright, so we are ready to go. Let's do the pre-flight checklist before. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 280, altimeter 2987.
Heading 280. Altimeter 2987. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2 146, heading 044, altitude 1000. Altitude 11,000. Alright, again. So V2 146, heading 044, altitude 11,000. Alright, we're gonna do it again until you get it. Alright, V2 146, heading 044, altitude 1000. Altitude 1000. Alright, let's see right now. V2 146, heading 044, altitude 1000. Altitude 11,000. Altitude 11,000. Say again.
MCP.
V2 146, heading 044, altitude 11,000. Altitude 11,000. Restart the checklist. Restart checklist. Restart checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2 146, heading 044, altitude 11,000. Altitude 11,000. Altitude 11,000. V2, it does not read me for some reason. Restart checklist. Oh, that was scary. Restart checklist. Restart checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2 146, heading 044, altitude 1000. Altitude 1000. Altitude 1000. Altitude 11,000. Alright, we're gonna skip this for now, so cancel checklist. Cancel checklist.
Roger.
That's weird. I never had an issue with an altitude. I don't think so. You know what? Let me just. I also did not. I haven't made any speech recognition training, so hold on for a moment here. Right, we're gonna try it once again, and if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. We're gonna continue with that flight. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2 146, heading 044, altitude 11,000.
Takeoff speeds.
V2 132, V-rotate 135, V2 146.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 1, then 2.
Check.
Okay. We're gonna be using a Microsoft Flight Simulator provided pushback, so let's do that.
Ground Chase 1 Heavy requesting
I think it's
pushback.
gonna be the first time we're gonna use that.
Chase 1 Heavy pushback request accepted.
Usually use the G6, but G6 is not yet installed on my computer right now. Start engine number 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
What the hell is going on? Can't even push back as it's worse than GSX. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Hotel Bravo. So Hotel Bravo, and then Bravo, then the key.
Starter cutout.
Oh my God! What the hell? Why can't I even push?
Number 1 stable.
All right. Start engine number 2. Start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Can we? No, let's end this pushback over right here. We can also.
Ground Chase 1 Heavy requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Chase 1 Heavy, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
You know what? Let's cancel the pushback. Or not. Yeah, let's cancel this pushback. Because pushback straight. That's the end of
Ground Chase 1 Heavy
Thank you very
requesting the end of
much.
pushback.
Chase 1 Heavy request to end pushback received.
For the parking brakes.
Starter cutout.
We will
Number 2 stable.
get on from here. Flaps 5. Flight control check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Check.
Check auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detained. Idle detained.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear. 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 Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
All right. Parking brakes are off. Taxi lights. And let's see what the taxi was. Okay, we're gonna be taxiing via via Hotel Bravo Alpha Kilo post runway Kilo 1. All right, so let's get going. straight over to Hotel Bravo. We need to request the taxi clearance, for him to request the taxi clearance, for us to get the cabin ready by the departure. So request taxi clearance.
Ground, good morning. 1, ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. 1.
All right, so Hotel Bravo, and then we're gonna need a turn here. Take a right turn over to number 2 Alpha, right? It's gonna be here. Onto Alpha. Okay, and then we're gonna continue on to Alpha to Bravo Kilo, which is Kilo is straight ahead. Clear left.
Clear right.
Approaching. 3, 1, left.
Switch over to Unicom. Alright, and then Kilo all the way to Kilo 1.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
And Kilo one will be just after that. Let's pump the brake just a little bit. Cabin is ready. Let's put the parking brakes for a moment and from the before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.8 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower 1 ready for departure. Cleared for departure. 1.
Alright, so consonants are a departure intention. Do we have any pre-flight traffic here? No, but we're gonna announce our departure anyway, so Kennedy traffic, chase 1, departing runway 0 for left. Alright, runway entry procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Approaching. 0, 4, left. On runway 0, 4, left.
Alright, we're gonna continue without ATC for now. Takeoff.
Thrust set.
Airspeed's alive.
80 knots. V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
Positive rate.
Climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400 feet.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed check. Flaps up, set.
Select LNAV. Select
LNAV. LNAV.
Select LNAV.
Check.
Select LNAV.
Autopilot on. Autopilot off.
Select LNAV.
LNAV.
Thanks. Kennedy traffic chase 1 is cleared runway 0 for left. Let's turn on this sort of pilot. So we will keep our heading and our angle. Climbing. We're gonna be climbing steep to our altitude, and let's see what we're doing.
New York approach Chase 1 Heavy is type Boeing 737 flight miles south of 7 November Tree, 5,600 feet. Request flight following.
Chase 1 Heavy, New York approach. Squawk 0476.
Squawk 0476 Chase 1 Heavy.
Chase 1 Heavy radar contact 3 miles southeast of 7 November Tree, 7,400 feet. Altimeter 29.86.
Okay, good. So, after takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Roger, Chase
Happy to
1
release the
Heavy.
cabin crew.
Okay.
Okay.
Chase 1 Heavy contact Boston Center on 1 Tree.
1,000 to level.
10,000.
10,000.
Good day.
Happy to release the cabin.
Yes.
Okay.
Set flight
Portable
level
electronic
330.
devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way
Flight
transmitters,
level
or any other device
220
transmitted
set.
mode, as these devices
Chase
may
1 Heavy,
interfere with the
did you
aircraft's
copy?
communication and navigation systems.
Set flight level 330.
1 Tree 2 decimal Tree Chase 1 Heavy.
Flight level 820 set.
Set flight level 330.
Flight level 320 set.
Okay, so we'll be climbing pretty steeply right now onto our cruising altitude. So we're not gonna have that much of a lot of time of cruising. So let's see that everything is looking very good and everything is looking fine. Besides the steep climb, so alright, so the next thing we're gonna do,
Autopilot on.
okay, so now we can focus on our arrival. So back to our iPad.
Boston Center Chase 1 Heavy 17,900 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy Boston Center. Continue as planned.
Alright, so for the course we're gonna set it to course 326. Set course your side 326.
Altimeter setting.
Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 201. Now.
Set course your side 326. Set course your side 326. Set course your side 326. That's really what it does. It does acknowledge that by 1 second. Okay, never mind. I will set it for him. 326 on his side. Nav radios are switched. The 80s is ready for us as well. Gonna be in no time. I will prepare for arrival brief, so let's do that. So we're gonna arrive in right vectors runway by a few years after. So Mr. Point altitude is 1,200. Final approach fix will be at 7280 as well. Minimum altitude will be 74 feet. Autopilot we're gonna use level 3. Right, for the minimum.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via ATC vectors for an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 2,800 feet. Decision height is 274 feet. Missed approach altitude is 2,800 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Alright, so probably gonna be added in my alright hotel or in my, and then we're gonna taxi over to the gate. They'll be arriving in at a cruising altitude in just a few minutes here. Let's slow down our climb. You have control.
I have control.
Chase 1 Heavy. Boston Center, Chase 1 Heavy, flight level 330.
Chase 1 Heavy, Boston Center. Continue as planned.
Boston Center, Chase 1 Heavy 3 miles east of Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot, request IFR to Burlington, ready to copy.
Chase 1 Heavy is cleared to Burlington Airport as filed. Squawk 0476.
Chase 1 Heavy cleared to Burlington Airport as filed. Squawk 0476.
Chase 1 Heavy readback correct. Radar contact, flight level 330.
Descent checklist.
Turn right heading 010, resume
Descent
all
checklist.
navigation.
Pressurization.
Descend and
Landing
maintain flight
altitude
level
is
210.
350 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
Turn right heading 010, proceed on course descent and
Yeah,
maintain
144
flight level 310,
minimum.
Chase 1 Heavy.
200 feet.
VREF 144. Minimums 274 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Boston Center, Chase 1 Heavy. Request flight level 210.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 210.
Descend and maintain flight level 310, expect flight level 210, Chase 1 Heavy.
Okay, so we will be descending any second now.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain flight level 200.
Descend and maintain flight level 200, Chase 1 Heavy.
November 8 Niner, automated weather observation 090.
It's also the bustling unicorn frequency 122.8. It's also the 8 some original yes.
Chase 1 Heavy contact Boston Center on 123.75. Good day.
123.75 for Chase 1 Heavy. Boston Center, Chase 1 Heavy is passing flight level 310, descending flight level 200.
Chase 1 Heavy Boston Center, continue to Charlie Alpha Mike as planned.
5.7 chase 1 heavy. Boston Center chase 1 heavy is at flight level 240 descending flight level 200.
Chase 1 heavy Boston Center. Continue as planned.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet chase 1 heavy.
Transition set altimeter 2988.
Two 988 set passing 17,300. Now
Approach checklist
approach checklist. Altimeters
2988. Set. 2988 set.
2988 set. Approach checklist completed. Check.
This is going to be our approach. It's going to be doing an ILS approach towards Burlington via January transition. We're going to begin at 7,000 and then descend to the runway. Warnings. Why did they pop into your face? Who cares about the internet connection with the flight simulator? We don't have any AI traffic. The only traffic we use is provided by VAPSI, but even that we don't have any VAPSI traffic at all. The only thing is online is the weather, and I think it's not going to change by the second. So,
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
10,000.
10,000.
And probably end up on
1,000 to level.
And then we're gonna be taking off all the way to the terminal. The G-Sec is still not working. Mine. Well, the visibility is not good at all.
Center Chase 1 Heavy would like to cancel IFR.
No!
Boston Center Chase 1 Heavy is type Boeing 737 4 miles north of 0 Bravo, 77,000 feet. Request flight following. Squawk 7116 Chase 1 Heavy. Roger, Chase 1 Heavy. Boston Center Chase 1 Heavy 2 miles southwest of Victor Tango for 9er request IFR to Burlington, ready to copy. Chase 1 Heavy cleared to Burlington Airport as filed. Squawk 7116. Turn left heading tree 0 climb and maintain 13,000 feet Chase 1 Heavy.
Gonna push to Unicorn. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 set. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats. Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Flaps 5.
Speed check. Flaps 5 set.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 50.
Speed check. Speed brake up. Flaps 15 set.
Flap 30.
Speed check. Flaps 30 set.
Altimeter setting.
Burlington traffic chase 1 up on final 133. Burlington Center chase 1 is 10 miles out on final runway 3. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Pound.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flap 30, green light.
Landing checklist completed. Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach altitude not set. Autopilot off.
One
1,000 feet. Stable.
Approaching. 3.
$500 feet.
400.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reversers normal.
1,200 meters remaining. 900 meters remaining.
60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication in a section about the cabin, gather your belongings, and depart. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
Burlington traffic chase 1 is cleared of runway 23. Alright, we're gonna taxi. To the gate.
APU on the buses.
Okay, let's display our landing. So 205 FPM, which is not bad. Let's speed up a bit towards the gate. Those airports are so poorly designed. Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check.
The jet or something. All right.
Check.
So let's see. At least let's open the. Let's extend the air stairs. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps.
Up.
Parking brake.
Released.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Secure the aircraft, please. Secure checklist.
Secure checklist. IRS off. Emergency exit lights off. Window heat off. Packs off. Secure checklist complete.
Alright, and then the final thing. Ground power off. Emergency lights off, and battery is off as well. Thank you very much for flying with me today. I would much appreciate if you could like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitch. This is it for our flight today. It was, better than I expected it to be with the first two crew. We did got most of the stuff, except the altitude thing in the beginning, but I can understand it because I did not train the voice recognition software just yet after reinstallation of my Windows. So that's it for our flight right now, and I hope to see you next time on my next stream. Thank you very much for joining in, and see you later.